whatever it is that you want. Thank you, Macon. You too, Habibi. Like, do you think I'm dumb? Do you think I'm not a real spiritual worker and that my spirits don't see right through you? They definitely do. So if you want me to help you, just admit. Okay, but people do that because they want to keep me on some sort of hook. Well, guess what? I don't have to be on any hook. If my job is done, my job is done. If I did your work, my job is done. Okay, but let alone when you did, you're updating me daily, and then all of a sudden you disappear, and you think that I'm like stupid. So of course she admitted that yes, she did the things she wasn't supposed to do, and I can't tell you how many times this happens, and people try to lie to me. Definitely not a smart idea. Thank you, Nellie. Okay. So my point to making this video is it's your job to keep your manifestations, okay? I don't have to be tied to you for the rest of your life to keep your relationship good. Even if you get a binding, you still don't want to act a complete fool, and don't think that you could just do whatever you want because you're bound. Okay? Yes, a binding helps, but even that, I would say you need to refresh it every year or so. Just like a little booster, a little something. If you're just going to rely on that, okay? But especially when you only get a reconciliation or an attraction, okay? There was one situation where I attracted somebody for someone. And that's what we agreed to do. At first, she wanted to get work on a specific person, and then literally within days, she and I both, well, she decided that no, she doesn't want him. Let's just attract somebody new. I did that. A year goes by, okay? She contacted me a couple times in between, said she met a few guys, and then I never heard from her again. Well, about a year and a half later, she pops up, all in her feelings, talking about how, she didn't get any results, blah, blah, blah. I said, really? I know my work. I check her cards. That's a complete and utter lie. First of all, I felt it right off the bat. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way that I didn't attract you somebody new. It's one thing to have a specific target. People have free will, but there's no way I didn't attract you somebody new. So I call her because, of course, I could feel people, and I know when somebody's hiding something, especially when they don't want to answer. It's no way I can't do that. If my manifestations come, I will be broadcasted to the world. It's not my style to keep it to myself and not let the person know that made it happen. Exactly, Gregory. You would think, Habibi. You would think. But anywho, so some people don't answer their phone over the years, a few people have done this. And when I call and they don't answer, I know they don't want to talk to me because they know I'll pick it up. I pick it up before even anything. But anyway, she did answer. And so we got to talking. I have my cards in my hand. And she could hear I'm shuffling. And the more we talked, the more I found out that not only did this person meet someone, they were together for a little bit. And I won't even get into some other details, but let's just put it this way. A beautiful bundle of joy has come out of it, on top of it. Now, this has happened to me a few times. Thank you, Lee. Happy belated birthday. I had sent you my testimonial. I hope you got it. I will always be grateful to you and your spirits, boo. Thank you so much for everything. Love you, Habibti. You're very welcome. Mwah. I did get it, as a matter of fact. I'm getting these testimonies. If you notice, I've been posting them almost every day, even a few times a day. Because I thought about it. I'm like, if I post only 2 a week, because I was doing that, twice a week, I was like, it'll take me years to get all these posted. So I'm just going to screw the algorithm. Thank you, Raquel. I just wanted to make sure you saw it. Thank you, Raquel. Anyway, sorry, people must hate that when I'm telling a story. But so come to find out, not only was she in a relationship, but she had a baby in the whole 9 yards. And so I said, I don't mind helping somebody. I want everybody to be happy. But, when you come at me like that, there's a problem. Okay, so come to find out, I never met you in person, but just the few times I spoke to you seem like you're an amazing friend and you truly care about your clients. Oh, I love you, Erica. Thank you. So come to find out, you were in love. You were very happy. And you even had a baby that, technically I manifested. Now, this person was apologetic and apologized. And I said, I don't mind helping people. Come to me the right way. Don't try to make it seem like I didn't do my job when I know better. Okay? I bend over backwards. I hired an assistant. Most witches don't do that. They don't care about answering your emails. You could ask it a lot of people. They do not care about that. They care about doing your work. That's it. They don't care about giving. Some of them, I'm starting to find that now maybe there are a few that give you some advice a little bit. At least don't do some crazy things. But they don't get into depth with it. Thank you, Mini Unicorn. Maybe a handful do. So that was very insulting. The more I thought about it, the more angry I got. Because you didn't bother to thank me or think of me or anything to help you or say, hey, I met this guy. Can you bind him? No, nobody thinks of me when they're happy. But when they have a problem, I'm the first one they think of. That's fine. But what you're not going to do is try to come at me any kind of disrespectful. Okay? And try to discredit me and my work and my spirits. Try to minimize what I did for you. Because that's what it felt like when I called this person. Minimization. Like, oh, well, not real. Oh, so you didn't mean anybody? Well, yeah, but, it wasn't. Oh, but the person then apologized because they said, come to think of it, yeah, like, okay, I appreciate it. But anyway, so I'm only going to say this one time. It is your responsibility to keep your manifestations. Being grateful is one surefire way to help you with that. Why? Yeah, that was straight disrespect. Why did she lie, then didn't give you credit? Not until I pretty much dragged it out of her, yeah. So, and another thing, like people need to follow rules. Because I want to give you an example here. People need to follow rules that are given. Thank you, Loving Life. Mama Uraka, I appreciate you. Don't let the bad apples ruin your beautiful energy intentions. Have a blessed day. Speak to you soon. Mwah, love you, boo. Thank you. And sometimes you only have one shot to get it right. It just is what it is. Sometimes you only have one shot. Some people, you ruin it once, you ruin it. Period. Some people are lucky enough, blessed enough, or whatever the case is, that they ruin it once, twice, 3, 4 times, and it still manifests. It just takes a lot longer. Some people, one shot is all they get. You ruin it once, that's all you get. And I put it like this, to the people think that it's fair for me to have to start all over on my time. I tell them, how would you feel if you went to work, worked a 40-hour week, actually in my case, 27 days of a month, right? And your boss, due to a mistake on his part, your time didn't get clocked in. So now, because of that discrepancy, you have to do your 27 days of work all over again, but you only get paid for one. So you do a total of 40, 27 days, 54 days? 54 days you work, but you only get paid for 27. Is that fair? Would you like that? Would you go for that? Would that be okay with you? Thank you, BB. Habibti, this is for your birthday. I didn't have a chance to send you a present, but this is for the flowers, chocolates, and coffee. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you do for me. I adore you, Habibti. I adore you. Mwah, thank you. You didn't have to do that, love. I appreciate that. If calls me one more time on WhatsApp, I'm going to lose it. Some random number keeps calling me on WhatsApp, and I'm sure they see me live right now. And I don't know, I have all my clients saved on WhatsApp. This person must have got my number through a YouTube video. And if you call one more time, there's going to be a problem. Do not blow up my phone. My clients know better than that. Sometimes once in a while, I'll get random people calling me on my WhatsApp and on my Google Voice number because it's in old videos. And that's fine if I have time to answer the phone, which is usually not. It's usually a waste of time. You got to go through the proper channels, my website, my email. But people to keep blowing up my phone will just get you blocked and piss me off, okay? Disrespectful people, unbelievable. Do not call my phone more than one time in a row. Unbelievable. Thank you, Erica Nino. I received my protection bracelet last night. So blessed and honored to have a piece of you and your spirits protecting me. I love you too, baby girl. I'm glad you like it. Thank you, Nicole Marcato. Thank you for always educating us and being real. Try. Thank you, Cam Cole. I was just thinking of you. I swear to God, I was thinking, where has she been? I haven't seen you in my lives in a while. Love you, Shane. Hope you're doing well. Get you some Starbucks on me. I'll be in Connecticut to visit my family in the spring. I would love for you to come see me, girl. You better. Thank you. That was so nice of you. So listen. What the hell was I saying before somebody kept rudely calling my phone as if I know them? Ugh. Disrespectful, bro. Never seen that shit before. Just call. Do you think that's gonna... Obviously, if I'm declining you. When you see me declining you on top of it and you're gonna keep calling, no respect for boundaries. WhatsApp tells you when somebody hits the little FU button, okay? And you still keep calling? What the hell? Unbelievable. I gotta remove those numbers from my old videos. Unreal. Okay, what was I saying? Hey, VC. Thank you, boo. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, about the boss. People don't see me, as a job. If you wouldn't do something, why is it okay for you to expect me to do it? Because I'm a spiritual worker? 21 to 30 days. I just choose the number 27 because that's usually what I go with, because 9-day increments or 3-day increments. But that's a lot of work. That's a lot of time. And to just expect somebody to start it all over because you messed up and not even offer to say, well, I'll pay you something even if I can't afford to pay again, just to think it's expected. And then, and believe it or not, I've done this a lot of times. And to have some people actually be hounding me when I'm doing a second round for them, I won't do it no more. I haven't done it in months for free. I've done it for years. I would just start all over for free. Not anymore. Because people just took advantage. People just took advantage of me. So now I don't do it. So everybody else suffers. But they really shouldn't be breaking rules anyway. Did you put extra 3 shots in it?
Quad.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Okay, so how would you like it if your boss made you go to work double time and only paid you for half? And materials are very expensive.
Hey, baby.
Granted, I do get them wholesale, but still, my time. Okay. Now, I, of course, have had the clients that messed up, and then they paid me. But it's also, you know, it's not even really about the money. It's the fact that, you know, sometimes you only get one shot. And I love the ones that, you know, ruin it the first time around, but then panic when it takes longer the second time around. And I tell them, don't expect this to happen as quickly as it did the first time, because the second, every time it gets harder and harder. Every time it gets more and more difficult.
So.
Okay? So don't panic the second time around if it takes longer. I'm very clear. The spirits don't want to do it a second time. Exactly. A lot of the times that is the case. I don't know, but you know. Anyway, so I just wanted to come on here and just say, I hope this video implores you to be respectful of other people and not so entitled to think that, Justin, I'm on live. Can you stop?
I'm sorry, he's hurt.
Thank you, Faith in the Unseen. Last night was so beautiful. I know, I'm right. Oh, let me tell you guys about something. Thank you, DPG, and thank you, Jemmy Dewanis. I recorded a 1-minute video, babe. That 1-minute video I recorded after the one we did.
Okay.
Halfway through it, it was only a 1-minute video. It started going slow motion.
What?
I swear to God, I didn't do that. It started like halfway, not even
Well,
like.
you've seen the picture quality. It looked like.
No. I did another one and I posted on Instagram. I didn't watch it till after. You guys check out. I'll post it on here too. I didn't watch it till after the fact. And I start talking and then all of a sudden it goes slow motion. And then at the end, it goes fast motion. I don't know if if I hit some kind of setting or something, but you could literally hear and see it's like you could hear the spirits. You could see, I don't know if that's my voice maybe, or like, but you could just, I'm going to post it and you guys be the judge. I don't know. But anyway, I hope that this video implores you to follow directions. And I hope it implores you to not expect me to fix your relationship over and over and over and over again at my expense. If you don't mind paying for the extra work, that's fine. But I'll be frank, there's some people I just don't want to deal with more than once. So if I tell you no, then it's more than likely because you were a pain in the ass the first time around. And then the second time around, God knows how many times, you know. So.
Right.
Hope I don't come off too negative here. I'm trying. But anyway, I love you guys a lot. I do appreciate you. You're doing very well. Keep it. You're cool. Your energy is very maintained. Blessings to you and your spirit. Mwah. Gregory, where you been? I feel like I haven't seen you in here forever. I'm trying. I got schooled a little bit. And I'm trying to take that constructive criticism and keep my composure. But yeah, anyway, I think I've said enough. So what was it? Let's recap. I like to recap. Not my job to keep fixing your relationship over and over again throughout its lifetime for free. Even if you do a binding, you should try to make the necessary changes in the physical world and not rock the boat for at least 3 months or so. And then if you're going to rely on that binding, a binding doesn't prevent someone from ever leaving you. Okay? Let me just make this clear. It is supposed to make it very difficult, okay, for them to leave you, and also you difficult to leave them, FYI. A lot of people think a binding is just from that person to them. It's the other way around too. You're binding yourself to that person as well. So it makes it difficult for somebody to leave, but not impossible. And should they leave, then they will make their way back to you. Okay? Or they'll never be able to truly be happy with someone else. But if you're that miserable and you're that much of, pain in the ass, they can stay away if they want to. Just they'll never be able to find peace or happiness, and majority of the time they will come back. So, try to learn from me and Gabby. I've trained Gabby in coaching, giving you advice. Anything she tells you is ran through me. Anything she tells you, she asked me, okay? She was told by me, okay? There's so many, I can just go on and on with the amount of disrespect and ungratefulness. And none of you better not push Gabby or disrespect her. Okay, I have one more story before I go. One more story. I had a situation, and I'm being very vague and changing some details so nobody knows who it is. Got work done, asked for a specific person very close to her to be out of her life, out of her and her, let's say, niece's life, okay? By the time I got done, they were loving each other again. They were in peace. She wanted this person to come see her niece, okay? Her niece. There was one part of the work that was still in progress, okay, but getting movement. And this person emailed, and right off the bat was just complaining about the small part of her work that's still in progress. Mind you, we're still in the manifestation period. And at the end of the email, she tells Gabby, and please don't tell me to keep my head up, or, to be grateful and count my blessings. What does she say? Basically like saying, please don't tell me to be grateful, count my blessings. I've been doing that every day. Well, then what are you emailing about then? So, mind you, at this point, I didn't know that all this other manifestation happened because she didn't bother to tell me. Anytime she would email, it was only complaints. So I called her, and come to find out, the person that she hated so much and wanted to get rid of, a family member no less, very close family member, they're now in peace and harmony. Mind you, this family member was on drugs, doing really bad, being abusive towards people in the family, and now is clean, has a good job, a man with a good job. And I'm talking all in a matter of 6 months, okay? Is completely clean, working, has a good man, and now this client wants this person to be around, whereas she hired me to get rid of this person. But instead, my spirits, knowing that the greater good was to bring harmony, not to banish a loved one that is just going through a hard time, they brought them together. And instead of being grateful for that, all I got was complaints in my email. And telling my assistant, who's also my friend, practically family. We're not blood related, but she's family, okay? to not tell her to keep her head up and count her blessings and do all that. Like, okay, then no gratitude. I did get a testimonial after I talked to this person, though, and checked them. Okay? And I'm not putting anybody's out there. I always change details of stories, but there's billions of people in this world, and I'm sure I have about 5 people over the last 4 years that I've been doing this with that same similar story. So please don't email and ask if it's you. It's not. If I didn't have a discussion with you, then it's not. So yeah, that's the type of thing that really. Oh, you like the Khamsa candle? And it's powerful, girl. Ugh, it's powerful. I burned one for myself. Let me tell you about the Khamsa candles real quick. When you burn them, see I burned one here. Burn them, melt the bottom and heat it up at the bottom and put it in like a dish like this. Or like and then it'll last longer. If you put it in like a little bowl or like a little like candle, a little, just like a little bowl or ashtray or something, it'll last a lot longer and it will melt nice. So, this is the type of stuff that makes me so negative and angry. Okay? My spirits are my family. I love them dearly. My assistant is my family. And, in normal jobs, people don't cross boundaries like this. People don't treat, their bosses, maybe they treat them a certain type of way, but you have an HR department or somebody to report to. The things that are expected of me to tolerate, you guys would never tolerate. So, and Gabby's the nicest, sweetest person in the world. She doesn't have an angry bone. I have never, in 20 years that I've known her, seen her get mad. like sad and frustrated, like she'll get upset, but mad, angry, like using, bad words to curse somebody out, or she's never. The woman doesn't have it in her. And she gets frustrated. So to get her frustrated is like ridiculous. By the way, I want to wish Gabby a happy belated birthday. If you guys want to wish her happy birthday, it was actually yesterday. So we love Gabby. She's amazing. And I already sang her happy birthday song. But just for embarrassing her on here, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gabby. Happy birthday to you. And many more. So you guys, if you want to shoot her an email, wish her a happy birthday, or, give her some well wishes, feel free. Anyway, or maybe not. Maybe that'll make extra work for her. She'll get mad at me. She already has a lot of emails to answer, so don't worry about emailing her because, I don't want her to, it's up to you guys, but I love you guys so much, and thank you for understanding me. I'm trying to keep my psychosis down to a minimum. All right? I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Toodles, bitch.